Hi, it's Bea with Crafting Daily Dose, and today I have an alternative for the April 2023 paper pumpkin kit called All the Little Things. This one is a variation of the card here in the center, and it only uses pieces from the kit. The floral die cut here is so pretty that I did not want to cover up part of it with the sentiment, and I also wanted it to be able to really stand out. You can see that this pops up the die cut and makes an even bigger impact. And then on the back is where you can write your message. This is a lot quicker than you might think, and I'm so excited to show you how to make it. Here are the pieces for our project, and as I mentioned, they all come from the kit itself. I'm starting with these 3 pieces of cardstock, and they have all been cut from the plain white card base. So I started by cutting this in half along the score line to get this piece, which is 5.5 inches by 4.25 inches. That still left me with half of a card base, and I used that to make these 2 pieces. This first one is 5.5 inches by 1.5 inches. It's been scored at just under 3/8 of an inch from each end. This piece is a little bit shorter. It is 5 inches by 1.5 inches, and it's been scored at 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, and 3.5 inches. You'll see those numbers on your screen, and you can also find them in the blog post that's linked below. This is a panel from the kit, or you can cut your own. It is 4.75 of an inch by 3.5 inches, and it's been scored down the middle at 2 3/8 of an inch. I'm using one of the die cut labels to stamp my sentiment, but that's optional because you could also stamp directly onto the back of the card base. And then of course I have this gorgeous large floral die cut. I'm stamping with Shaded Spruce, which is the included color in the kit. Everything's ready, so we can get started. I'll begin by stamping this panel. I've got my silicone craft sheet underneath because I like to have a little cushion under the paper when I'm stamping with clear photopolymer stamps. And I've got the white side on the right, but you can reverse it if you prefer. I'm stamping the sprigs right into those corners. Now for the sentiment. There are 3 of them that will fit on this label, and I'm choosing the one that says Celebrate Today. If you're having trouble getting a good image with the words, don't forget to prime your stamp. One of the easiest ways to do that is just to rub it across your palm. That helps to remove residue from the manufacturing process and lets your stamp accept ink more readily. So you'll be able to get a better image. We're all set to begin assembling the card. On this stamped panel, fold along the score line as a valley fold. So folding the pieces towards you and then reinforce that. This is the longer of those 2 strips, the one that has score lines at just under 3/8 of an inch from each side. You're going to fold back one side as a mounted fold, so fold it away from you, and reinforce it with your bone folder. Go ahead and hook that piece behind the edge of your panel. And then before you fold the other side, just take a look and see if it looks like it's going to fit. If your score lines are too close together and it doesn't look like the tab can wrap all the way around, then go ahead and adjust that. Mine looks like it's going to be okay, so I'm going to go ahead and fold it over. But when I do that, you can see that it makes that panel bow out a little bit. So that means that I want to make a slight adjustment to this score line. I'll put it back in my trimmer and make a new score line that's slightly closer to the edge. and then I'll fold along that one. This is why we haven't reinforced it yet. I'm going to hook this tab under on the left-hand side and then wrap this around. And now it fits much better. There's no buckling in the middle, and so everything can squash down flat, which is what we're aiming for. Now that I know that it fits, I'm putting glue on the underside of both of those tabs, and I will attach it to the panel. I'm centering it vertically, just eyeballing it, doesn't have to be exact. Now for the shorter strip. This is the one that has all those score lines in the middle. Starting from the left, this one is going to be a valley fold towards, then a mountain fold away, a valley fold towards, a mountain fold away, and another valley fold towards. So it's basically an accordion fold, like you're making a little fan there. And I'll reinforce all of those. Here's what it looks like from the side, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to fold it so that instead of a W, it looks like an upside down V, like this. I want to go ahead and put some glue right here in this top section. So giving you another view, it's going to be right here where the glue is. I'm turning my panel over, and now I'm going to put the part with the glue. I'm going to line it up along the score line so that the score line on the strip matches the score line on the panel. And again, everything should be able to press down flat. So giving you a couple of views here. Once that's done, I can go ahead and put adhesive on both of these large tabs. And then the whole thing is going to be centered over my card base. So I'm holding this down flat, like so, and I'm going to center it I'll press down and let it set up a little bit. And then here's what it looks like from the top view. Now you're going to have to train your paper a little bit, and by that I just mean go ahead and give this a flex. So then it can squash down flat, but then it's going to want to pop back up again for some extra dimension. And when this part flexes, then the strip in the front bows out. And that's where we're going to attach our die cut, just like this. And then on the back, it's simply a matter of adding on the sentiment label. You can center this or put it on either side. I'm choosing to put mine on the right. There's our finished card. There's plenty of room for a message on the back, and the die cut on the front is a wow, especially when there's so much extra dimension there. But it still folds down flat, so you can easily put it in an envelope and you don't even need extra postage. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed this dose of creativity. If you are interested in Paper Pumpkin but don't yet have a demonstrator, you can find my subscription link as well as all of my other links in the description box below. If you get a chance to make this project, I would love to see it, so share it in my Facebook group or tag me if you're sharing elsewhere. I hope to craft with you again next time, and until then, have a great day.